These are our top stories tonight. Foreland to add value to forestry products.
Forests, as we know, are the cornerstone of global climate strategies.
Billions to restore natural vegetation in Kigoma.
So the project that we're here to launch today is a clear manifestation of our joint commitment to build the climate resilience of host communities and refugees in the landscapes that they inhabit in Kigoma.
Good evening, I'm Kanki Mwaigomole. You can also follow us live via our YouTube channel, TBC Online, and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook, and X pages at TBC Online. President Alexander Stubb of Finland has inaugurated a €20 million project dubbed Forestry, Land Use and Value Chains Development in Tanzania, Foreland in Dar es Salaam. A project that will add value to the forestry products for sustainable economic development in the country. President Stubb, who just concluded his three-day visit today, reiterated Finland's commitment to collaborate with Tanzania in the forestry sector due to its significance in the current times where climate change has become an apparent challenge. Faida Ngaga reports.
Finland is one of the most forested countries in the world, with forests covering over 70% of its total area. Moreover, Tanzania has vast forestry resources as well, and over the years, the two countries have been cooperating in the forestry sector across value chains.
Finland has supported various forest programs, and I would like to mention a few. Finland supported East Usambara Conservation Area Management Program that was in 1988 to 2002. Finland supported forest colleges also in Malawi and Tanzania and Zambia. That was in 1999 to 2005. Finland supported National Forest Program implementation. This was 2005 to 2008, but also 2009 to 2010. Finland also supported private forestry and carbon trading. That was in 2010 to 2011.
On the other hand, the president of Finland reassured Finland's commitment to enhancing collaboration in the forestry sector with Tanzania, while citing the significance of forestry resources, especially in the current times.
Forests, as we know, are the cornerstone of global climate strategies. And for me, and I don't have a PhD in forest industry, but there's a very simple reason for that. One is that forests grow if you manage them properly, biodiversity included. And of course, the other one is that forests provide carbon capture, so they absorb carbon emissions, and in that sense are part of the circulation of nature. Now, through forest-based innovations, we can promote the circular economy and sustainable carbon cycles. Responsible forest management enables us to produce renewable materials and clean energy, while safeguarding our natural resources and future generations.
The €20 million project dubbed Forestry, Land Use and Value Chains Development in Tanzania will add value to the forestry products for sustainable economic development in the country. The forestry collaboration between Tanzania and Finland is a strategic partnership that promotes sustainable forest management, environmental conservation, and rural development. Faida Ngaga, TBC News.
The Vice President, Dr. Philip Mpango, urges Bank of Tanzania BOT and Tanzania Bankers Association TBA to review laws and regulations in the finance sector in order to protect resources. Dr. Mpango made the remarks in Arusha when officiating 30 years anniversary of CRDB Bank. He says the use of advanced technology may have some negative effects, so it is important to observe international finance regulations.
La kwanza ni kuendelea kufanya mageuzi ya kiteknolojia.
The first priority is to continue advancing in technological innovation by expanding the use of online services to enhance efficiency, security, and competitiveness. This includes fostering competition with the financial technology stakeholders to develop high-quality products and services. Investing in technology will help reduce operating costs and expand our reach, particularly in rural areas and regions without physical branches, enabling us to serve more customers in less time.
However, he says the government is prepared to ensure that finance sector contributes to the country's development. Speaking at the event, Chairman of the Board of Directors of CRDB, Dr. Ali Lay, says the past 30 years, the bank has been successful and will continue to be the government's partner in development. Meanwhile, more than 50 billion shillings is expected to be used to restore environment and natural vegetation in Kigoma region as part of the efforts to tackle the effects of climate change. Speaking during the launch of the Climate Change Adaptation Project in the region, the Director of Environment from the Vice President's Office, Kemilembe Mutasa, says that the initiative is part of the government's efforts to restore environment to its normal state. Kelvin Jonas has more details.
It is at the Lekki Tanganyika Hall that people meet together to discuss various environmental issues. The activity begins with the launch of a special plan to combat climate change. This project is a catalyst for improving the environment in Kigoma region, especially in refugees camp areas where wood consumption is said to be high.
So the project that we're here to launch today is a clear manifestation of our joint commitment to build the climate resilience of host communities and refugees in the landscapes that they inhabit in Kigoma. We would really like to emphasize our gratitude to the government of Tanzania for continuing to welcome and host refugees in Tanzania.
It is stated that this is a special government strategy for the year of 2021 to 2026 to combat climate change by developing various projects that will enable communities to withstand these impacts.
This project, which will be launched today, will have direct and indirect benefits across the broader landscape by supporting increased ecosystem functions and services as well as policy interventions.
The government of Tanzania, in collaboration with the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, and the United Nations High Commissioner for the Refugees, UNHCR, has launched this plan that will last for 5 years, starting by touching 3 districts in Kigoma region.
These adaptation benefits are expected to reach directly at least 570,000 people in the districts of Kakongo, Kibondo, and Kasulu, including refugee populations.
For Kigoma region, this step is respectful with positive results expected.
Will shape the future of our ecosystems and socio-economic development. Together, as committed partners in this vital endeavor, we must ensure this project supports strengthening institutional frameworks, restoration of degraded ecosystems, and environmental sustainability for generations to come.
Kelvin Jonas, TBC, Kigoma.
Residents of Rusumo village in Kigali and neighboring villages in Rwanda have expressed their gratitude to the NELSAP institution for bringing essential social services closer to them, including the construction of a health center. Some residents share their appreciation during a visit by journalists from East African countries who were touring various projects implemented by NELSAP. Here are more details by Fortunate Shane, read to you by Antonia Kivaria.
These are the journalists visiting various projects implemented by NELSAP. The program coordinator explains how the countries benefit from the projects.
The Rusumo Hydropower project is an 80 megawatt project financed by the World Bank IDA at the tune of $340 million US. The power is to be shared equally between the three countries. And there are also local area development projects. From the $340 million, $30 million is towards the local area development projects. And we also have compensation, livelihood support programs, and also resettlement of the people affected by the project.
Andrew Muso's electricity project manager explains how each country receives electricity.
We have 3 units. Each unit generates 26.6 megawatt, and if you sum up, we party 80 megawatt. And we distribute this power to 3 countries. You know, the owner of the plant is Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi. All of them, they are getting 26.6 megawatt. But it depends on the availability of water. Also, the demand.
Dr. Priska Temba explains how the public has taken away the address of the service.
The people or the clients was moving or traveling a lot of kilometers, almost 58, to seek for the medical help before starting to provide services at Rusumo HC. But after starting to provide services at Rusumo HC, those clients were getting services in our facility, and they are thanks for that.
Here are the journalists have thanked NELSUP and promised to work on the training that they have received.
Gathering to interact with colleagues and also learn about the use of AI, especially ChatGPT, how it can help a journalist in research, and how you also use it in your WhatsApp to help you fact check some of the information while working.
We've gained a lot of invaluable insights, and some of them include new journalism, which includes the use of AI in our work, not only using them as sources for news, but also as tools for analyzing this news in order to enrich the kind of stories that we do for our audiences, be it radio, be it television, be it print. We're incorporating different uses of multimedia using the training that we've had today to show people really how we can reinvent storytelling. And also we've learned about environmental conservation, looking at other aspects, including economical kind of projects like power generation, and how that ultimately connects with the environment. So this training has been quite an eye-opening experience, which I hope many other journalists across the continent will be able to benefit from the experience that we've had through sharing and networking in different.
The training is completed in the Buserega area on the outskirts of Kigali City in Rwanda. Antony Kivaria, TBC News.
Children from various parts of Africa will benefit from improved heart services in the country. This was stated by the Executive Director of the Jakaya Kikwete Heart Institute, Dr. Peter Kisenge, when the institution entered into a 3-year agreement with UNA Voice Padre Pio organization from Italy to strengthen various services.
The aim of this MOU is to help kids in Africa. So Padre Pio NGO based in Naples, they will support Jakaya Kikwete Cardiac Institute so that we can do pediatric cardiac surgery here in Tanzania to support children with congenital heart disease. As you might be aware, congenital heart disease, the prevalence is very high. Every 200 children, at least there are 2 kids with congenital heart disease.
Meanwhile, the president of the Padre Pio organization, Dr. Vicencio Palumbo, says that the areas of cooperation aim at helping children with challenges in Africa, and JKCI will be the center of the service.
Today, I am very, very, very happy for this signature, because this signature is saving the life of African child.
The Jakaya Kikwete Heart Institute has been receiving more than 400 patients in need of heart surgery services per year from various countries in East and Central Africa and Southern Africa. Meanwhile, a graduate of Bachelor's of Pharmacy from St. Joseph University, Paul Njinge, has created a specialized platform that enables a person to obtain health information, initial treatment, and references for diagnosis. Peter Mganga has the following report.
The health sector in Tanzania is one of the important areas that is given priority. Here, Paul Josephat introduces Afya Forum platform.
The aim of the platform was just on looking on an easy way which we can help the community, which we can help the Tanzania, which we can help the students in these schools, health schools and different, just students different in Tanzania, to have an easy way for them to get this information and also help them in their academic issues at large, and also help the professions have the platform, the field where they can interact with different health professions, but also they can share out their knowledge, their capability, and demonstrate their ability, and also showcase to the world the capability of the health professions found in Tanzania.
Afya Forum's innovation gives Paul Njinge an opportunity to attend health stakeholders conference in Dubai.
Currently, I'm back from Dubai, where I went to attend the conference of primary and health global care issue, which was focused about the advancement of technology, how it helps in manifesting the health sector and the health profession at large, where I was among the speakers. So this was all about, after demonstrating and after assessment of the platform, how useful it is to the community and to people at large. That's why we even got the opportunity to present that to our platform.
Few months ago, the Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Professor Adolf Mkenda, launched the Samia Commercialization Fund, which enables young innovators to access affordable loans for the sake of enhancing their innovative ideas. The Ministry of Education, Science and Technology will oversee this program of providing affordable loans, especially to young innovators, and ensure that these loans are provided transparently and equitably based on official guidelines. Paul Josephat's dream is to see Tanzanians receive education on health issues and effective ways to address their challenges. Peter Mganga, TBC News, Dar es Salaam.
In other news, the Zone Assistant Secretary from the President's Office, Ethics Secretariat, Philotus Manula, says it is important to provide training to public servants on ethics so that they can work diligently. Manula made the remarks in Dar es Salaam during the training on ethics and integrity for public servants.
If we want to lead according to the law, we must have ethical leaders. And ethical leaders are coming from the society. So it's very important to make sure that we invite the society, to make sure that we voice together so that we overcome the problem of unethical practices and illegal practices, so that we make sure that we improve our service delivery to the society.
On his part, retired Colonel Joseph Simba Kalia says that the training will empower public servants to fulfill their duties properly, while public servants from various institutions promise to improve efficiency after the training.
Environment, or what might term as the biosphere, and the social environment, in particular the host community, the community where the institution or the office or whatever entity one heads is hosted, the people who live around, people who attach very closely with the presence of the institution.
This program is very, very important. This knowledge is very, very important so that everyone can really get this knowledge. It can help a lot, not only leaders, but even when you are just a normal worker, it's really critical.
I totally agree that these programs are critically important, and they have to be done as often as we have the money to do it, and we have the time to do it. And it's only through that we can assure ourselves that we have the leaders that can be fulfilling the roles that we have always expected them to function.
Ethics and integrity training for public servants is conducted under the President's Office, Ethics and Secretariat. Before concluding the local news tonight, let's have a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania. Beauty. Don't miss TBC News every weekday. Sports News is up next. And in sports, Tanzania Cricket Association TCA leaders say 2025 has started positively for them, especially after the U19 national team qualifying for the 2026 World Cup. Speaking to journalists in Dar es Salaam, they emphasized that the success did not come by chance, but was a result of the commitment and desire of both players and officials.
But also for the people of Tanzania. And I say this every day, doors will open for you, and you deserve every moment that you put in. I'm proud of you guys. Like Vice Chair said, it's only the beginning. There's so much hard work laying ahead of us. Let's stay grounded. Let's be focused. Let's take this next chapter. Let's give it our all. Okay, stuff that we haven't done before. Now is the time to progress. Now is the time to put in the extra effort. Now is the time to work on your individual game.
Big moment in Tanzania cricket. Maybe it's not for the people who really have not been following, but World Cup is really a big thing. So I just like to say to the team as well, you guys have given your best.
Currently, TCA has started internal preparations gearing up for the tournament, which will take place in Zimbabwe in February 2026. And that's the end of the sports news. Now, before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Dear viewer, once again, this is 24 weather forecast from Tanzania Meteorological Authority, as presented to you by Godfrey Kazenja. Average wind speed expected over some part of our country, except over coastal area. Wind expected to flow at the speed of 40 km per hour. And TMA issue an advisory expecting strong winds over the coastal area. Please take note on that. Scarcity for rain for signal are over some part of our country. For tonight, we expect future particular condition, thunderstorm over Fury over the Lake Victoria Basin, while northern coast, including northern part of Morogoro region, expect future rain shower over Fury. The rest part of our country expect future particular condition. For tomorrow, we expect future particular condition, thunder shower over Fury and sun period over the Lake Victoria Basin, including Kigoma, while northern coast, including Morogoro region, expect future rain shower over Fury and sun period. Lindi and Mtwara expect future particular condition, light rain shower over Fury and sun period. The rest part of our country expect future particular condition and long sun period. Let's have a look for the 4 days weather forecast for some part of our country, starting from the day after tomorrow. Dar es Salaam expect future thunder shower for 20th and 25th. While Dodoma expect future particular condition and long sun period. From there, expect future particular condition and long sun period. Mwanza expect future particular condition and long sun period. Kilimanjaro expect future rain shower over Fury and sun period for 20th and 21st. Kilimanjaro expect future thunder shower for 20th and 21st. Arusha expect future rain shower for 20th and 21st. We thank you for watching it and have a good time.
And that marks the end of the news bulletin for tonight. Don't miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I'm Kanki Mwigomole. Good night.